Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-August 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post future videos. With that being said, let's go and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close to the last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at the remainder of August. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, take a look at your crystal of the month, and do a healing note for you. But let's see here, pulling a summary card for what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Again, last few weeks or month. We have the card Dependability. And a lot of times this is just quite literally as it sounds. This is continuation of working hard, continuing to be dependable, staying focused. Sometimes with this card, it's like somebody promises you something really big, but it's in your best interest to continue on the path that you are already working towards. But again, dependability pretty much in its most straightforward meaning there. But let's see what other messages I can provide you here, Virgo. The first card we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of self-defense and feeling like you have to protect yourself against competition. So very likely one of those two things happening these last few weeks. We're of course going to clarify, see if I can give you any additional context there. But again, it's that feeling of competition or feeling like you have to defend yourself. You're just this one person here with this one wand. And then we have these 6 other wands at the bottom of the card there, essentially trying to hit you off the hill that you're on here. The next card that we have is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient and very honest. This is a great card for communication and, again, honesty. If you feel some way, think some way, it's really important to express that. Again, this is past tense, though, or what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So this is an indicator that you've done a good job communicating what you're thinking, what you're feeling. This is also you doing for you. Again, like I said with the dependability card, something might have been promised to you, but it was in your best interest to just keep doing what you were already working on. And then at the bottom here we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very bold, powerful, charming card. This is an interesting card, especially because we have this card of self-defense or competition, but I like to call this the woo card, where you have the ability to convince people of your perspective or persuade them into your perspective. The King of Wands, though, really gives you a position of power, a position of courage, a position of charm. So likely getting a lot done for yourself specifically too here. But let's clarify this column and see what other messages I can provide you. The first column that we have is the the first clarifying card we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic, very long-term. What I'm getting here is that you won't be, and you may or may not, you may have already felt relief from this, but I don't think you're going to be defending yourself for long, or feel like you're in this position of competition very long. What's happening right now is very intentional, very strategic. Again, you being dependable, you doing you, keeping an eye on you, working on things for you. That was the right move to do long term. So if you're still in this position where you feel like you're defending yourself or there's competition, it's going to be short-lived. I mean, there's a very clear path forward, but you may not be able to see it quite yet. The next card that we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. In the case of Ace of Swords, this is a card of new ideas, new mental clarity. Again, I feel like you were thinking, feeling a certain way, and then you were expressed and communicated how you were thinking, what you were feeling. So really nice pairing there. This could be a new idea too. I feel like, broadly speaking, you were already working on something, somebody offered you something else, but you're continuing to work on the new idea that's already here, that you already have. And And then at the bottom here we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing, healing, supportive card. The one thing I love about this card is if you look at the cup on this card, it's really not at all a cup. It's more of a trophy, and that trophy being you, Virgo. You can't really do any wrong in this situation. It's very clear you didn't with dependability. Again, you just kind of kept chugging along. And it's paired on top of the King of Wands, which is again that bold, powerful, charming, courageous card. I feel like people see that you're getting things done. People see what you're accomplishing. People see your vision. And people are drawn to you. Again, you are that trophy. People are drawn to wanting to be around you and support you. Again, that ability to woo and persuade people. But now let's take a look at just in general what's going on through the end of August. We have the card Renewal. I love to see the card Renewal. Renewal of energy is always such a wonderful thing. So likely a period of renewal coming into the end of this month. So if you've been busy or you've been feeling kind of out of whack, that's a great card there. But let's see what messages I have here for you. The first card that we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is an interesting card. Typically when I see this card, I give the caution to avoid gossip or drama. So do keep that in mind. Do try and stay clear. If there's gossip going around or any sort of drama, I would try and avoid it. But this can also be a card of truth coming out. So you could be finding some additional truth on something this month. I don't know that this truth is necessarily going to feed this renewal of energy, but it very well could be part of it. The next card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience, delayed success, waiting. You see this person planted these pentacles and now they're sitting here waiting for them to grow. Interestingly enough, this kind of pause, this wait, is going to be giving you this renewal. I feel like you've been running, Virgo. So this quiet, quick break is going to be really beneficial for you. You do have two hard work cards in a row here, so a lot of hard work has been going on. Again, seems to be a busy month, so this kind of pause or this lull is not a bad thing. And then at the bottom here we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. I love seeing this card though because this is an indicator that your hard work is going to be paying off. So don't worry about this waiting. Again, this waiting is a good break for you, but no doubt that your hard work will still pay off. So there will be movement after the wait that you're seeing and feeling here. Let's go ahead and clarify. The first clarifier we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is an interesting card. It looks a little gloomy. You see people are facing away from us, their heads are hanging down, and there's all these swords stuck into the boat. But the boat is moving forward in a positive direction. So whatever this truth is that you find out is something that's going to propel you forward. It's going to like almost kind of guide you, like there was some sort of missing piece of information you needed, and it's going to guide you to the next step or the next point of action. Potentially it's how it moves you out of this waiting period. Maybe you were waiting for a piece of information to move forward. Then the next card that we have is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of doing some healing. This is a card of low feelings, heartbreak, loss, divorce, depression. In this period of waiting, there likely could be some healing that's happening too, because with the Three of Swords, this is a card of like pulling the sword out of your own heart. So this could be renewal in the sense of healing that needs to happen as well. Potentially healing that you've been waiting for. But again, this pause is giving you the opportunity to reflect, heal, renew. Really interesting. I feel like a lot of times when we have these waiting periods, we get impatient or we get frustrated, but this is the opposite. This downtime seems to be so beneficial for you, Virgo. And at the bottom here we have the Hangman. This is another waiting card. This is a really stagnant card. This is this person hanging there by their foot. And in this case, it's typically waiting for more information before they can move forward. You do have the Page of Swords up there though, so I do think you're going to be getting whatever information you need to move forward. We talked about that with the Six of Swords. You need this piece of truth to move. But overall, capitalize on this kind of quiet waiting period that's coming up. Like I said, I don't see this waiting time or purpose like this typically, so neat to see. But now let's move on to our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything you associate with money, Virgo. Our first card is the Ace of Pentacles. Again, anytime we have an ace card, it is a card of newness. With the case of the Ace of Pentacles, this is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. Gotta love that. If you're hoping for a job, promotion, some sort of new income, the Ace of Pentacles is saying it's coming for you these next few weeks. The next card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of circle of support and friendships, but more importantly, a card of celebration, which totally makes sense because we do have this wonderful new money opportunity coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. And then at the bottom here, we have the Moon card, which is a card of trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. Anytime we see this face card, or the face and the moon and the sun, it's a good indicator to be using our intuition. So really kind of trust your gut to navigate this new situation, whatever it may be. If something doesn't feel right or feels really good, don't hesitate to pursue that opportunity. But let's see, clarifying this column. The next card we have is the Two of Swords. Anytime we have two of something on a card, it does indicate a decision. And you're going to have the decision to take this opportunity or not take this opportunity. I will say that it may be a tiny bit less money than you were expecting, or maybe the job title wasn't exactly what you wanted. Sometimes the Two of Swords can come through as compromise. I do think that's still a new, really promising opportunity. It's better than the existing state, but it may not be exactly on paper what you thought it was going to be. So that's why this decision card is coming through here. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. Again, that two of something. This does indicate deep love, but another meaning of the Lover's card is having to make a choice. So you have two cards here saying you're going to have to make a choice if you're going to go after this new opportunity or not. Given the Celebration card, I'm going to say that you do, and it looks like it's going to be a really great opportunity. You are celebrating. It's still, again, a better position that we're in currently. And then at the bottom here, we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a very promising card. This is wishes coming true, material abundance. We love that material abundance in our money column. But with that Nine of Cups, this is saying this is your wishes coming true, so make sure that you're staying focused on that and, again, trusting your intuition. As the new opportunity comes up, overall, I would say go for it, Virgo. But now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So think family, friends, children, relationships, whatever you associate with love. And let's see what messages we have here. The first card we have is the Ace of Cups. Again, anytime we have an ace card, it is a card of newness. So this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. This is new relationship or advancement of the current relationship or growth of the family. It's interesting. You have like the ultimate money card and the ultimate love card right here at the top of both of your columns. So it's super neat to see. The next card that we have is the Five of Cups. This is a card of low feelings. This is loss, regret, grief. Some of you could be losing a friend or family member. Again, that kind of low feeling of energy, that loss seems to be there. Sorry for those of you that are going through that. But in general, I feel like there's something you're kind of desiring, which I'm glad to see that Ace of Cups because that's going to be those desires being fulfilled. Then at the bottom here, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a patient card. This is a card of new job, raise, or money. When I see it in the love column, typically this is family, friend, lover, somebody around you also getting new money. So there could be a chance that you both are going into new jobs at the same time. Sometimes this is a card of moving in with somebody as well. This is, again, going from one income to two incomes. But typically this is your partner's money when I see it in this column. But let's see here, clarifying. The first clarifier we have is the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of leaving a legacy. It's retirement, inheritance. Some of you could be retiring, which is super, super exciting. Congratulations for those of you that are. But it's interesting, this Ten of Pentacles is a very long-term card. So this new relationship, this new chapter that we're entering into, it seems very stable. It feels like it's the next right move. Again, it's long-term energy when we see that Ten of Pentacles. The next card we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very active. It's new project or creative idea. I do think for some of you, you need to get your mind off of things. Whatever this thing that is that's bothering you, do look for a hobby or do look for something that will occupy your time and kind of relieve your mind of some of the feelings. Otherwise, you may kind of feel in this lull. So do again look for ways to occupy your time if you feel like you are having those low feelings. And then at the bottom here we have the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. What I'm getting, especially for those of you that are both going to be going through new jobs at the same time, do make sure that there's some compromise there and some understanding. It's really hard for one person to transition into a new job, let alone both of you at the same time. Also, this is like my budgeting or careful spending money card. So if you are in that situation where you're going from one income to two incomes, that doesn't mean it's all out, go spend all the money. So just keep that in mind. Don't overspend either. This is a good budgeting card. But now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guide, something to carry into the end of the month for you. We have the card Rediscovery. The Rediscovery card is oftentimes connected to your inner child or a childhood memory. And with Rediscovery, it's really interesting. This could have been something that was hurtful at one time, but now it's something that provides you knowledge. It's like a card of expertise. What was once pain may now be wisdom. So you're smarter because of an experience that's happened previously with this Rediscovery card. But let's go ahead and take a look here and see what other messages we have. The first card we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, if you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly here. This is a fast-paced lifestyle change, so do be ready for something really quick to happen this next few months. I know we were talking about there's a waiting period, but there's something that's going to happen or move quickly for you with this Knight of Swords. The next card that we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like the ultimate love card. This is your knight in shining armor, that prince or princess charming card. It's very romantic, very proposal-like. So some really good love energies. Like I said, you have like the best money card and the best love card here. Potentially for some of you, this could be a very quick new relationship or again, that quick advancement of the relationship. And then at the bottom here, we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation and abundance. Always love to see this. Creation and abundance are two really wonderful things. Entering into a more abundant period, entering into a place where you have that ability to create. Very well, again, could be that creation of the relationship or that advancement of that relationship. The Empress is also a card of fertility, so for those of hoping to grow your family, that's a good card for you. But let's take a look here and see what our clarifiers are. We have the Ten of Cups. For those of you that have watched my readings before, you know the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. It's like the card of everything wonderful. We have a nice full rainbow here, happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green, water's running, there's a house in the background. It's a card of family, contentment, total love, and support. Again, this is a really great relationship card, growing of the family card. But this, again, is everything wonderful. That's why I love the Ten of Cups. So we're entering into this period quickly. We're reaching this contentment, this new relationship, this new happiness. And then at the bottom here, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card of clarity, and this is about being on your life's purpose. So this, again, is a nice long-term next step move. You're in the right place at the right time. You're making the right moves. How could you possibly be in the wrong when you're on the path to the Ten of Cups, truthfully? And at the bottom here, we have the Star card. The Star card is also a card of renewal, so I like that renewal is coming through here multiple times for you. We can always use renewal, but this is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. So love to see the renewal of energy, which of course leads to that position of abundance and creation with the Empress, so not surprised to see that. But this quick change and this new energy coming in absolutely will lead to some renewal there for you, Virgo. Now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. We're going to use that Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. Alright, for question number 1, we have the King of Clubs. This is number 50 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 7 of Spades. This is number 25 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the Ace of Diamonds. This is number 9 card. That's going to be a no. So we have yes, no, no for you, Virgo. We're also going to take a look at your crystal of the month. We pulled from the Healing Stones earlier this month. Your crystal this month is Fire Opal, which is good for passion and being spontaneous. It's really like the firework crystal. It's great for cheerfulness, creativity, and passion. And last but not least, we are going to end our reading on a healing note here. Your healing note says, healing may not be so much about getting better as it is about letting go of all expectations, the beliefs, and becoming who you really are. Thank you so much, Virgo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. If you haven't done so already, again, those subscriptions really, truly help me greatly, sorry, and you'll be notified when I post new videos. Additionally, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you, Virgo, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your August.